Chapter 1. The First Impression. The morning sun rose slowly over the hills, a soft golden light on the quiet street. A young English teacher sat by a small wooden table near the window, sipping hot tea. Outside, birds sang their gentle songs, and leaves danced in the breeze. It was a peaceful moment. He was enjoying his own company until his phone buzzed. A new message had arrived. Hello. I just watched your video about greetings. Your smile is warm, and your voice is soft. I used your lesson to talk to my boss today. It worked. Thank you. The sender was Maya, a young woman from the Philippines. He read the message again. Her words were simple, but full of feeling. He replied, Hello, Maya. Your message made me happy. I live in Rwanda, and I teach English. You are kind. I'm glad my video helped you. He didn't expect a reply so soon, but within minutes, it came. Your words are gentle. I want to learn more. Maybe we can talk sometimes. He looked at the screen for a long time before answering. Yes, I would like that. From that moment, something new began. They started sending messages every day, short ones. At first, simple words and simple questions like, what music do you like? What is your favorite food? What do you do on weekends? They talked about their families, their cities, their dreams. Sometimes they sent voice messages. Maya's voice is so soft, almost like a song that is sung by a talented artist. She laughed easily, and the teacher silently admired her every single smile. He sent photos of the sunrise from his window. She sent pictures of her dog, named Coco. One evening, Maya wrote, When I hear your voice, I feel calm. I don't know why. As a teacher, he could not immediately open himself up. He said, Maybe we are learning something bigger than grammar and vocabularies. He typed hesitantly, slow. Maybe the current lessons are so meaningful to you. She didn't reply right away. But when she did, her words were quiet and calculated. I think about you at night. Is that strange? No, he wrote. It's not strange at all. Time passed. Their messages grew longer. Apart from lessons, they started to even talk about the future. One night, Maya wrote, Before I watched your video, I felt shy about speaking English. I thought I needed to be perfect before I start speaking. Now I feel strong and ready to learn from my mistakes. Your words help me, but your heart helps me more. He didn't know what to say, so he sent a photo of the stars outside his home. And then he said, I did not tell you, but I don't know why everything I do reminds of you, Maya. And just like that, the quiet teacher and the gentle woman from across the sea began to fall in love, not with gifts or flowers, but with words, with English, with two hearts trying to understand each other. And somewhere between hello and I miss you, they discovered the beginning of something beautiful, an attachment that was sweeter than just English lessons.
The wind was soft that evening. The teacher sat outside on a veranda of his house with his phone in hand. He wanted to call someone but could not be courageous enough to do so. Instead, he sighed, breathed in and out, stood up and then down. After a confusion, he looked at the sky and counted all the stars, wondering what to do. He waited for the guidance from his creator. The heart was beating, boo, boo, boo. After a moment, the message came. Hey, I have been thinking of you. It was from Maya. Her messages always made his heart feel warm. He smiled, then typed, Hi, Maya. Our hearts were chatting because you've been all over my mind, too. How is life there? She smiled like a little baby after being breastfed by its mother, then replied, We are doing great here, though the weather is as cold as my soul when I have not talked to you for hours. Their words were like little gifts. Each message felt special. Not big, not loud, just soft, full of feeling. That night, they talked about dreams. One day, Maya wrote, I want to speak English without fear. I want to travel. I want to see Rwanda. And I want to walk beside you, he answered. You are mostly welcome here. I would love to see you here, Maya. There was silence for a while. Then came her reply. If I came to Rwanda, would you hold my hand? He didn't blink. He just typed, Why would I deny myself a chance to turn the dreams into reality? Days passed. They talked every evening. They laughed. They shared photos. She sent him one of her in the market. He sent her one of his walk through the village. One night, he sent her a simple audio of a poem he composed. I never knew how far feelings can go. Never believed in getting attached. Attached to a beautiful stranger. A stranger who stole me myself. Maya who breaks and mend my heart. Their hearts were getting closer and closer. One afternoon, Maya sent a surprise. It was a short video. In it, she said, "Hello, my name is Maya. I am learning English. I learn with someone special. I smile when I read your words." By looking at her, the teacher could tell her eyes were shy, but she was trying to keep her smile brave. The teacher watched it again and again. Then he sent his own video. "Hello, Maya. My heart is happy today. I teach many students, but you, Maya, are so special to me." She wrote back, "I didn't know love could speak in simple words." That night, he looked at her photo. Her eyes were gentle. Her smile was kind. He whispered to himself, "This is more than learning. This is more than talking. This is something new." As he fell asleep, her words stayed with him. "I smile when I read your words." And far away in another country, Maya smiled too as she was lying on her bed, looking at the ceiling alone in the room with a phone on her chest. Sometimes love grows between lines, inside simple messages, and across long-distance hearts. The two lovers were thinking.
Chapter 3, The Promise. The rain was soft that night. It tapped gently on the roof like tiny fingers. The teacher sat at his desk, watching the drops slide down the glass. He liked quiet evenings, but tonight, his heart was not quiet. He was thinking about her, Maya. She hadn't sent a message yet. He checked his phone once, twice, then again. Still nothing. He opened an old photo she had sent, a picture of her smiling in the morning sun, holding her puppy. Her eyes looked bright and kind. He missed her words. He was zooming the picture in all its corners. Just then, his phone buzzed. Boom, it was a message. "Sorry I'm late. I have had a busy day, but your voice and pictures were disturbing my mind." He smiled and quickly typed, "I missed you too, yet I am innocent. I didn't disturb anyone today, dear Maya." She replied, he was joking. "You can't believe how constant you come to my mind. You will understand once I start doing the same to you." That night, their messages were slower, softer, full of fun. Maya said, "Sometimes I wonder what will happen to us. We are so far apart. Where can I find wings to fly and reach you?" He answered, "We are far, yes, but my heart feels close to yours. Worry not, I will tell you how to get wings." She waited a moment before sending, "If we ever meet, I will hug you and never let go." He touched the screen gently. "One day we will meet. I promise, and if you hold me tight, I will kiss you hard and..." They went on. In the days that followed, their words became deeper. They no longer talked about food or music. They talked about love, about fears, about the things they never said to others. Maya wrote, "I was scared to learn English before. I always made mistakes. But you made it feel safe. You made me feel brave." He replied, "You are brave. You learn with heart, and you love with kindness. That is the most beautiful English I have ever seen." She said, "Maybe love is a language too." "I knew it since I saw you," he replied. "Love is the first word I want to say when I see you." One day, Maya sent a photo of a small envelope. "I wrote you a letter," she said, "but I don't know your address." He smiled. "My address is here," he typed. "This chat. Your words always find me." That night, before sleep, she wrote, "I want to keep learning, I want to keep loving, and I want you beside me." He read those words again and again. Then he typed, "This is my promise. I will wait, I will learn, and I will meet you one day. That is my heart's plan." Far away, Maya closed her eyes. Goosebumps were over the body. Something hot and cold were gently running in her veins from feet to the stomach up until the head. Butterflies were racing in the heart. On the other side, the teacher sat in silence, numbed, unable to say anything.
Chapter 4. The thought of touch. The day was warm and quiet. The teacher walked slowly through the garden behind his house. Flowers were moving in the breeze. He thought of Maya. Her voice still echoed in his mind. and her smile lived in every quiet corner of his heart. It had been many days since they first spoke. Now, she was part of his life, even if she lived far away. He sat under the shade and opened her latest message.
Today I walked by the sea. I closed my eyes and tried to imagine you beside me. I hope that dream becomes real.
His heart was beating, shaking the chest. He wanted to be near her, to talk without a screen, to see her eyes when she laughed. He wrote back, "Sometimes I put my hands near my phone when I read your words and I vainly want to hold you." She replied, "That made me cry. Not because I'm sad, but because I feel the same. If there is on earth anything I want most, then you are the one." That evening, he began to search for flights. He didn't buy a ticket, not yet, but he looked, and that meant something. One night, Maya said, "If we meet, what will we do first?" He replied, "I will hold your hands and look at your eyes. I will say nothing. Just kiss you and feel the moment." She sent a smiling emoji, then said, "I will hug you. A long hug, because my heart has waited." Then she added, "I want to learn more English before that day. I want you to be proud of me." He wrote quickly, "I'm already proud. Not because you speak well, but because you love with all your heart."
Chapter 5. When Hearts Meet. The Kanombe airport was busy, filled with voices and footsteps, but to him the world felt quiet. He stood near the arrivals gate, holding a big flower he had bought the night before. It was shining in different colors. He checked the time. Her plane had landed. He looked up. People walked past families. Strangers, laughter, rushing bags. Then he saw her, Maya. She wore a soft pink dress and held her small bag close. Her hair was tied gently back, and her eyes searched the crowd until they found him. She stopped. He stopped. For a moment, they didn't move. In their minds, everything around them disappeared. Then, slowly, she walked toward him. He stepped forward, too. They met in the middle, face to face, heart to heart. She dropped her bag. He dropped the paper flower, and they hugged. It was quiet. No words. Only feeling, only time, only two people holding each other for the first time, after 10 months of words, love, and dreams. This time, they felt like the airport is a solo island that has belonged to them for many years now. Later, they walked through the garden behind his house, the same garden he had sat in many times, thinking of her. Now she was here. She touched the flowers. She smiled at him. She laughed with openness. And he watched her, like someone who had found his last missing piece. They sat together under a tree. She held his hand. They kissed for a while, then whispered, "You are real," she replied. "I was always real, but now we are together." At sunset, they sat in silence. She leaned on his shoulder. He closed his eyes. She said, "Thank you for waiting." He answered, "Thank you for coming." Then she added, "I want to stay. Not forever, just longer." He smiled. "Now the first deal is done. I now feel complete again. Thanks, darling, for coming. Tomorrow, I will take you to my family, and in that gentle light, where words had once traveled far, now eyes and hands spoke everything together. Love had crossed borders and found a home. Which title do you think would suit this story? Add your view in the comment section. If you want more contents like this one, or if you prefer learning grammar, vocabularies, speaking, and more, don't forget to hit subscribe button and to give this video a thumb up.